It was 11:47 p.m. when Officer Daniel Carter saw the car. Black, immaculate, silent, not just expensive, intentional. The kind of vehicle that didn't belong on the industrial stretch of Harbor Line Road at that hour. The city had been tense for weeks. Internal affairs investigations, anonymous complaints, rumors about leadership changes at the top of the department. Daniel had learned to notice patterns. And that car didn't fit the pattern. He flipped on his headlights and let the vehicle pass under a street lamp. The shine wasn't flashy. It was controlled. The plate number caught his eye. Not because it was personalized, but because it looked familiar. Not in a "I've seen this before" way. More like something his brain recognized before he did. He pulled out behind it. No speeding. No swerving. Still, he activated his lights. The car pulled over immediately. Too immediately. No hesitation. No confusion. Almost like it expected to be stopped. Daniel stepped out slowly. He adjusted his body cam. Hand near his holster, not threatening, just procedural. The driver's window rolled down. The man inside looked calm. Not defensive. Not irritated. Observant. Like he was studying Daniel. "Evening," Daniel said. "Good evening, officer." The man's voice was smooth, educated, controlled. Daniel leaned slightly toward the window. License and registration. The man handed them over. No shaking hands. No nervous glance. Just steady eye contact. Name, Marcus Ellison. Daniel scanned the registration. His pulse slowed, then quickened. The plate prefix. He'd seen it before. Government fleet vehicles, but not standard patrol units. Executive fleet. His partner in the cruiser ran the plate. Seconds later, the partner's tone changed. "Daniel, yeah, you need to see this." Daniel walked back. The screen displayed restricted access notice. Then it updated. Owner, Office of the Police Commissioner. Daniel blinked once. Then again, he turned slowly toward the luxury car. The driver was still watching, not worried, just waiting. Daniel returned to the window. "Sir, are you affiliated with the commissioner's office?" The man tilted his head slightly. In a way. Yes." That answer didn't help. Daniel keyed his radio. "Dispatch, confirm authorization for Vehicle 8KZ442. Static, longer than normal." Then dispatch replied in a tone Daniel had never heard before. "Unit 14, hold position." Hold position? For a traffic stop? That wasn't standard. 30 seconds passed. Then his radio beeped. Private channel override. That only happened when high command stepped in. Daniel swallowed. "Unit 14. A voice responded. Deep, measured. "This is Commissioner Hale." Daniel's spine stiffened. "Yes, sir." "Officer Carter, I understand you stopped a vehicle under my office." "Yes, sir." Routine verification. Silence. Then, "Officer Carter, what made you stop him?" It wasn't an accusation, but it wasn't casual either. Daniel answered carefully. "The vehicle stood out in the area, sir. Late hour. Executive class." Another pause. Then the commissioner asked something strange. "How long have you been with the department, Officer Carter?" 8 years, sir." "Good record?" "Yes, sir." "Any complaints?" None sustained. The commissioner exhaled softly, released the vehicle. "Yes, sir." Then the line disconnected. No further explanation. No confirmation. Nothing. Daniel stood there for a moment. Something wasn't right. The commissioner had never personally intervened in a routine traffic stop before. Never. Daniel walked back to the car. "Sir, you're free to go." The man didn't start the engine immediately. Instead, he looked directly at Daniel and asked quietly, "Why did you really stop me, officer?" Daniel hesitated. He could lie, but something told him not to. "You didn't belong on that road," Daniel said. A small smile appeared. "Interesting." Then the man added, "You were right." The engine started. The car pulled away. But as it merged back onto the road, Daniel noticed something else. There was no security detail. No escort. No tinted rear presence. For a commissioner's vehicle, it was oddly alone. The next morning, the department buzzed with whispers. Internal Affairs had launched a secret audit, high-level corruption, budget discrepancies, unauthorized force reports, and someone from outside the department had been brought in, an independent oversight investigator. Name? Unknown. Description? Unknown. Authority? Full access. Daniel felt something settle in his stomach. At lunch, his partner leaned in. You heard about the investigator? Yeah. They say he's already been riding around at night. Daniel's fork paused midair. At night? Yeah. Observing procedures, traffic stops, response times, officer conduct. Daniel felt the blood drain slightly from his face. That car, that road, that calm stare. 2 days later, all officers were ordered to attend an emergency assembly. Commissioner Hale stood at the podium. Beside him, Marcus Ellison, wearing the same calm expression, the same tailored suit. The room murmured. Beside him, Marcus Ellison, wearing the same calm expression, the same tailored suit. The room murmured. Commissioner Hale spoke. For the past month, this department has been under independent evaluation. The room grew silent. Mr. Marcus Ellison has been conducting that evaluation. Every officer turned to look at him. Daniel's heartbeat thudded in his ears. Marcus stepped forward. I have reviewed arrest patterns, traffic stops, complaint histories, body cam footage. His eyes scanned the room, then stopped briefly on Daniel. Some officers demonstrate restraint, professionalism, impartial enforcement. Pause. Others do not. The tension was suffocating. Then Marcus added something no one expected. Officer Daniel Carter. Daniel felt every head turn. Stand. Daniel stood slowly. Marcus held his gaze. On the night of March 14th, Officer Carter conducted a stop of my vehicle. Whispers spread. Marcus continued. He had no violation. No probable cause beyond instinct. Daniel's stomach dropped. Then Marcus finished. But he treated me with procedural respect. Silence. I asked him why he stopped me. The room was breathless. He answered honestly. Another pause. That honesty matters. Commissioner Hale stepped forward. As of today, Marcus Ellison will assume the role of deputy commissioner. Gasps filled the room. And pending my retirement next quarter, he will become commissioner. The air changed. Completely. Marcus looked at Daniel one last time. Officer Carter, meet me after this. Daniel stood outside the commissioner's office later that day. He knocked. Come in. Marcus stood near the window overlooking the city. You stopped me because I didn't belong. Daniel swallowed. Yes, sir. Marcus turned. You weren't wrong. Pause. But I also didn't fit your expectation. Daniel didn't answer. Marcus walked closer. You hesitated before releasing me. Yes, sir. Why? Because the call wasn't normal. Marcus nodded. Good. Then he said something that shifted everything. I needed to see who would act on instinct and who would act on bias. Daniel's chest tightened. You passed. Daniel exhaled slowly. Marcus continued. I will be restructuring this department. Pause. I need officers who can enforce the law without ego. Then he extended his hand. Are you one of them? Daniel shook it. Yes, sir. Weeks later, headlines spread across the city. Historic appointment. Marcus Ellison named first black police commissioner in city history. But inside the department, the story was different. He hadn't been appointed because of politics. He hadn't been promoted because of pressure. He had quietly driven through the city at night, testing, watching, measuring, and one routine stop had nearly changed everything. Daniel would later realize something chilling. If he had approached with arrogance, if he had escalated, if he had assumed, his career would have ended that night. Instead, it began. And somewhere in the city, under dim streetlights, Marcus Ellison continued driving, not to intimidate, not to provoke, but to see who people really were when they thought no one important was watching. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this chilling story, please like and subscribe for more stories like this.